Hello everybody, welcome to Royal Kitchen. Today in my kitchen I am going to make a traditional tomato pickle. My mom taught me the traditional way of making this pickle with some tips and tricks. She used to make this pickle for 50 long years. So to make an authentic tomato pickle, we have to pick a fresh and half-ripe tomatoes like this. See, our tomatoes should be half-ripe, not fully ripe tomatoes. I have taken 3 kg of tomatoes. These are the half-ripe tomatoes. I have washed them with 3 waters and wiped them with a clean cloth. Now we have to cut the tomatoes into small chunks. Now we have to cut all the tomatoes like this. We have to remove this head and we have to cut them into small chunks like this. We have to cut all of them like this. Now I have cut the tomatoes into small chunks like this. And I have transferred all the tomatoes into a plastic container. Now to these tomato pieces we have to add 1/4 kg of crystal salt, 2 to 3 tablespoons of turmeric powder. You can as well add more or less salt as per your choice. If you add less salt to this pickle, the pickle may get spoiled. We have to keep the pickles in a plastic or glass container because here in this context our tomatoes contain citric acid and malic acid, so we can mix the tomato pickle in a metallic vessel, but we should not keep the pickle in them for a long time usage because metal vessels come in contact with acidic substances. Corrosion takes place. That means rust will be formed in the vessels. That is what is called as tuppu pattadam in Telugu. We have to keep the tomato chunks in a salt for a day so that all the juice content in the tomatoes come out of the tomatoes. Once in a while, occasionally we have to stir the pickle. We have to flip the chunks of the tomatoes like this from upside down. We have to mix all of them like this. See, our tomato pieces are coated well with the salt and turmeric powder. We have to keep it for 1 day by just placing the lid like this. Don't pressurize the lid to close the container. Just we have to place it like this because anaerobic respiration takes place by the tomatoes and our tomatoes releases carbon dioxide. That carbon dioxide ferments the tomato pickle. So if we keep the lid just like this, the carbon dioxide released by the tomatoes goes out from the pickle and our pickle will not be fermented. So be cautious when you make the pickles. For every pickle we have to do the same procedure. Don't close the lid tightly. Just we have to keep the lid like this. So let us meet after one day. Once in a while we have to mix the pickle like this. Otherwise the water in the pickle is settled in the bottom of the vessel. So we have to mix the pickle once in a while like this. I have kept the tomatoes for overnight. After one day our tomatoes have released the entire juice in them. See, the entire juice in the tomatoes is released. Now we have to transfer the entire tomatoes and the juice into a colander like this. And again we have to drain out the juice into the plastic vessel and strain the entire tomatoes. Keep for 2 minutes like this. The entire juice in the tomatoes is drained out. We have to keep it aside for some time. See, now we have to squeeze all the tomatoes like this. And we have to keep the strained tomatoes into the plate like this. We have to repeat the process and drain out the juice from the tomatoes and keep the strained tomato chunks into the plate. Now I have squeezed all the tomatoes. This is the juice of the tomatoes. We have to keep it aside for some time. We got 3 plates of tomato chunks. See, the tomato chunks are intact except I have drained the juice from them. That's why we have to take half ripe tomatoes to make this traditional pickle. If we take the completely ripe tomatoes, when we squeeze the juice from them, they mash into a paste. That's why we should buy half ripe tomatoes only to make the traditional authentic tomato pickle. Now we have to keep the tomato chunks under the direct sunlight for 1 or 2 days, or you can as well keep them under the fan. So let us keep the tomatoes under the sunlight. Let us keep all the tomato plates under the direct sunlight like this. I have kept all the 3 plates of tomatoes under the direct sunlight, and we have to keep the tomato juice also. For 1 or 2 days we have to keep like this. I have dried the tomatoes for 2 days under the direct sunlight. During sunrise, I have kept the tomatoes and juice under the sun, and after sunset I have kept them under the fan for 2 days. This is the juice of the 3 kg of tomatoes, and these are the chunks of dried tomatoes. See, the tomatoes have shed their skin also. This is the skin of the tomatoes. When the tomatoes dried out, the skin automatically comes out of the tomato chunks. Now we have to mix the tomato chunks with the tomato juice. We have to add 1/4 kg of tamarind to this tomato juice. Mix all of them well. We have to soak the tomatoes and the tamarind in the tomato juice for 4 to 5 hours. Keep it aside for 5 hours so that the tomatoes and the tamarind absorb all the juice which they released earlier. Now take a frying pan, add 200 grams of mustard seeds, 2 tablespoons of fenugreek seeds. We have to dry roast them. We have to dry roast them until they releases their aroma. For 5 minutes we have to dry roast these ingredients. We have to stir the ingredients once in a while. See, they are roasted well and they are releasing their aroma. At this time we have to switch off the stove and let them cool for 10 minutes. Now we have to add 1 cup of garlic cloves into the tomato tamarind mixture and mix all of them well. To this we have to add 2 cups of, that is 200 grams of red chilli powder, mix all of them well. To this add 1 tablespoon of cumin seeds, mix all of them well. Now we have to transfer the mustard seeds and fenugreek into the mixer grinder, and we have to grind them into a smooth powder. I have transferred the fenugreek seeds and mustard seeds into a mixer grinder. Now we have to grind them into a fine powder. This is the grounded powder of the mustard seeds and fenugreek seeds. Now we have to this pan we have to add half a liter of half or 3/4 liter as per your choice. I am using sesame oil to give the tadka to the tomato pickle. To this we have to add the mustard seeds first. I am adding 2 tablespoons of mustard seeds, 2 tablespoons of chickpeas, 1 cup of garlic cloves, sort them well. Once in a while we have to mix all of them like this. We have to fry them until they turn into a golden brown color. Once in a while we have to mix all of them like this. See, they are not fried into a golden brown color. We have to fry them for some more time. See, now our garlic cloves are floating on the oil. That means our tadka is ready. At this time we have to add the red chillies to the tadka. Add 1 tablespoon of cumin seeds, to this add half a teaspoon of asafoetida. It gives a very good flavor to the pickle. Mix all of them well. We have to fry all the ingredients until they releases their aroma. And our mustard seeds comes to a splutter. Till then we have to fry all the ingredients. When the mustard seeds splutters, they releases their aroma. That is very important. While making the pickles we have to be so cautious that our mustard seeds should splutter out. Then only they releases their aroma. That is the tadka smell. When we give tadka to the dal pickles, we have to make sure that our mustard seeds should splutter out. Now our mustard seeds are spluttering out. They leaves the base of the pan and floats on the top of the oil like this. It is the indication of the tadka, that our tadka is ready to add this into the pickle. Now we have to turn off the flame. Now transfer some of the ingredients. We have to keep some of the ingredients for marination of the pickle. Now keep it aside for some time. Now we have to transfer the tomato tamarind mixture into the mincer grinder, and we have to grind them into a smooth, not into a smooth paste, but into a rough paste. We have to grind all of them. We have to grind the pickle like this. This is our coarsely grounded tomato pickle. We have to add this pickle into the tadka. Mix all of them well with the tadka oil. Now we have to cook the tomato pickle along with the tadka for some time. If we cook the tomato, tamarind and garlic cloves in the tadka oil, the tomatoes releases the lycopene in their plant cells, and the rawness of the tomato, tamarind and garlic also goes away. We have to cook the tomato pickle in the oil for 10 to 15 minutes like this in a medium high flame. Once in a while we have to mix the pickle so that it may not stick to the bottom of the pan. Like this, flip the pickle and place it like this. Again flip it and place it. From all the sides we have to repeat the procedure. Flip it and place it. We have to always mix the pickles with a dry ladle. When we use the wet ladles and the water in the wet ladles comes in contact with the pickles, fungus will be formed on the surface of the pickles. So make sure that we have to use dry ladles, not the wet ones, while we mixing the pickles. And there should be enough salt in the pickles so that the pickles may not spoil. And the oil in the pickles floats on the surface of the pickle. We have to make sure that there should be enough salt in the pickles. The oil should float on the surface of the pickles, and we should never ever use the wet ladles while mixing the pickles. All these are the tips told by my loving mother while making the pickles. One should be so cautious about these points. Then only our pickles may last for more than 1 year. We can preserve the pickles in a pickle jars for more than 1 year if we make the pickles in this method. Now to this we have to add the mustard fenugreek powder also. We have already dry roasted the mustard and fenugreek powder, that's why I am adding this powder after cooking the tomato pickle in the oil. Mix all of them well. We have to cook all the ingredients for 10 to 15 minutes. I have kept some oil in a vessel. Now I am adding this oil also to the pickle. Now mix the pickle well with the oil. I have kept half of the oil in a separate vessel, otherwise our oil splits out of the pan while we mixing the ingredients, so that I have kept the oil in a different vessel, and I have added that oil also to this pickle. Now keep the flame in low and cook for 5 more minutes. We have to cook the tomato pickle for 10 to 15 minutes, otherwise the rawness of the tomatoes and the tamarind may not go away. See, now all the oil is oozing out of the tomato pickle, and some aroma of the mixed ingredients is also coming out of the pickle. That means there is no water left in the pickle, that's why the oil is floating on the pickle. At this stage we have to stop cooking and keep the pickle to cool for 1 hour. I have stopped cooking and let the pickle to cool for 1 hour or so. It takes 3 to 4 days to make a traditional tamarind pickle. We have soaked the tomatoes in a tomato juice for 1 day, and I have squeezed the tomatoes and kept the tomato chunks under the sun and under the fan for 2 days, and Fourth day I am mixing all the tomatoes and tamarind along with the tomato juice which we have kept aside, and I have grounded the tomatoes and tamarind along with the tomato juice, and I have given a tadka to the tomato pickle in the fourth day. So it has taken 4 days to make this tomato pickle. You can as well transfer the entire pickle into a glass container or in a plastic container, and make sure that the oil should always float on the pickle, otherwise the pickle may get spoiled. Now garnish the pickle with the tempering ingredients which I have kept aside. See, our oil is floating on the pickle. We should maintain this throughout the year. No need to keep this pickle in a refrigerator. You can as well keep it outside the refrigerator and use this. If you see, our yummy, delicious, eye-catching, mouth-watering traditional tomato pickle is ready to eat and serve. I hope all of you would like my recipe. If you really liked my recipe, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching my channel. I will be back to you with one more new recipe. Till then, take care of yourselves.